These server racks represent the new foundation of global pop music. This is a data center, churning through electricity to process millions of gigabytes for a high-tech operation that has little to do with traditional software or search engines. In May of 2026, the South Korean girl group Aespa released their second studio album, Lemonade. Backed by SM Entertainment, Aespa is a pioneering metaverse project where the human performers are only one half of the brand. Their concept relies on the coexistence of the real and the virtual. Every human member has a corresponding AI avatar, or A, designed to interact with them in music videos and stage performances within a complex digital worldview. Maintaining that persistent virtual world requires expensive cross-media design and constant server upkeep. Recent academic SWOT analyses highlight that the high costs of these virtual technologies create a long-term sustainability risk for the group's operations. Operating a pop group like a high-tech virtual startup creates a massive physical footprint. If these financial and energy demands aren't managed carefully, the infrastructure required to run the metaverse could eventually overwhelm the group's profit margins. Aespa's primary target market is Generation Z. This demographic shows a high acceptance of virtual content and a strong demand for the immersive experiences that cutting-edge technology can provide. This chart tracks the rising computing energy costs required for high-end AI and VR compared to standard music production. Building these digital environments rely on server power that consumes significant amounts of electricity, leading to a much higher energy bill than traditional pop. When these figures shift to represent carbon emission equivalents, the data reveals a potential conflict. Generation Z prioritizes brands with high environmental performance. The energy intensity of the metaverse could put the group directly at odds with the values of their own fan base. Despite these environmental challenges, the South Korean government passed the Virtual Convergence Industry Promotion Act in late 2024. This policy provides the legal and financial framework that encourages agencies to adopt these virtual technologies as a matter of national industry growth. Aespa's concept is now tied to a contradiction. The very technological innovation used to attract their core audience is the same factor that could alienate that audience's environmental expectations. The audio product itself reflects this virtual identity. The single Lemonade serves as a case study in how a digital worldview changes the way human music is composed. In this track, traditional soaring vocal melodies are largely absent. They've been replaced by a high BPM electronic beat and a talk-heavy style that relies on rhythmic chanting rather than singing. This robotic, charismatic delivery fits the aesthetic of a digital avatar group. However, it has sparked pushback from critics who argue the group's foundational human vocal talent is sidelined in favor of an electronic persona. This map shows that the talk-singing strategy is proving economically effective. Despite critical debates, the track dominated global charts, hitting number 1 in Taiwan, number 2 in Hong Kong, and cracking the global top 20. Prioritizing a digital attitude over human melody is a calculated move. It rewrites the standard DNA of global pop music to better suit a future where performances are meant to exist within the metaverse. While the concept is virtual, the business model still relies on the mass movement of physical goods. To fund their digital expansion, the group released a can version of the album. This limited edition is packaged inside an actual metal refrigerator can, moving the brand from the server farm to an industrial assembly line. Inside the tin, a magnet set, physical photo books, and a digital access QR code. This strategy attempts to bridge heavy physical manufacturing with a portable digital music experience. These elaborate physical products carry high profit margins. They are essential for offsetting the massive R&D deficits created by the group's reliance on high-tech metaverse assets. There is a clear irony in a virtual idol group's business model. To stay solvent, they depend on the production of heavy, environmentally taxing physical goods to pay for their digital presence. The lyrics to Lemonade use the proverb about turning lemons into something better to support Aespa's bold and refreshing persona. It's a message about transforming trials into opportunities, a theme that mirrors the group's own need to navigate the technical and financial demands of their debut era. Academics have proposed 3 strategies for the group's survival: diversifying their music to attract broader audiences, partnering with tech firms to share the burden of server costs, and developing more low-carbon digital interaction platforms. The future of the virtual music industry is not tied to the visual realism of 3D avatars. Instead, long-term success will depend on how effectively companies manage their physical energy consumption and global supply chains. The fans who consume these digital products exist in a bustling physical reality. They live in environments subject to real-world economic and environmental shifts, and they expect their idols to do the same. A metaverse concept provides an endless canvas for digital imagination. Ultimately, the long-term legacy of a virtual idol will be measured by the physical footprint they leave behind in the real world.